Here's this 1950 Craftsman 4-inch joiner. First step to restoration is dismantling this thing. So far pretty good. There's not a lot of real pit in the rust. It's a lot of surface rust. Thank you, I live in Arizona. But these set screws are, I don't know, about 5/8 or so. A lot of threads. Now the good news is, look at them. They're clean. They're surprisingly clean considering they've been sitting in here I don't know how long. But look at that. So I've got 2 out of the 3 blades out, or knives out. These are my last 3 holdouts. Thank God I played with auto mechanics when I was a kid, up into an adult, because without that knowledge and tools, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. So everybody should be a automotive specialist before they become a woodworker, I guess. All right, I want to promote a product. I don't normally do that at all. They're not paying me nothing. I found this stuff. It's a penetrating catalyst, obviously. It's a great, you soak it on the old nuts and bolts for hours or whatever, and this stuff works great. Okay? It looks, the can is silly. It's one of those as seen on TV, so that really gives it a whole lot of credibility. But the bottom line is this stuff works great. Just soak it in there a little bit. Let it soak. And stuff comes right out. Anyway, this moment brought to you by PB Blaster. Anyway, first step to restoration is to dismantle it. This is going to be fun. Well, welcome back to my shop. Bet you thought nobody was going to star in this video today. Anyway, I got done cleaning this, and I don't know if you can see it really well, but there's a lot of surface rust. There really is. And I don't feel like scrubbing it all down, and I just don't want to paint over it. This is in such good condition that I've decided to totally restore it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use electrolysis to remove the paint and the rust, and basically just chemically cook it down to its cast iron. How do we do that? Well, this segment was brought to you by Armand washing soda. It's not to be confused with anything else. You want the washing soda because it's got the right chemistry to mix with water. And I have another video on how I followed somebody else's instructions, did it on a smaller scale, worked like a charm. So you can look at my archive on my channel, and you'll find that. I'm not going to go into detail here. Bottom line is, we're going to suspend this in a big tub I have outside using lumber, steel coat hangers, and of course we'll just hook up some electrodes. So I'll show you how we're going to do this. What I've got here is just a plastic tub filled with regular water. I emptied half of that box, that washing soda, in here. You can go online, some people say this much, some people say that much. Bottom line is, you can't have enough. This stuff will last and last and last. You got 4 pieces of angle iron, 1, 2, 3, and I'm substituting here. That will be the positive charge. Then I have the piece of equipment here suspended in the water, suspended with the other wire, and it's going to be hooked up to the negative. So we have the positive hooked up to the 4 pieces of rebar. We have the negative hooked up to the unit, or the piece of equipment. We have a trickle charge on the battery charger, and we plug it in. In any event, this has got to cook for a while.
So let's see what happens here. After soaking 24 hours in that solution, this is what we have left. It's coming off pretty good. Look at that. See? Just look at the stuff here. I have to turn around and, use the wire brush to get off. But and by the way, I'm not using this heavy duty wire brush. I'm using this light stuff. So also I have to, just give it a little. Look at that. Okay. Coming off real nice. So now we soak the rest of them. Like I said, this solution lasts and lasts and lasts regardless of the color. As long as you see bubbles, I put enough soda in there, keep the chemistry right. But now I have the other one soaking. We'll see how that comes out. Another night of soaking, and the rust is coming right off this stuff. I just pulled it out, gave it a little bit of a wipe. Look at that. Isn't that nice? A little pitted, but hell, if I was 66 years old, I might have a little pit too. Now you look at that, you go, oh my God, what is that? Well, it's nothing. There it comes. You gotta work it with a little brush. Look at that, it comes right off. See? Anyway, I'm in the sun, so I can't really see the camera that well. So, got these pieces done, the big pieces. I went to the store and bought the bolts to replace the ones I needed. And I've already started painting. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to go with a blue and white. Because, everybody else does the red and, what do you call it? Red and black for Sears. Well, I'm going to do blue and white because Sears did blue and white too. All right, so let's get the scrubbing before the sun gets too hot. I'm going to start soaking some of the smaller pieces, especially the most important part right here, the cutting head. Now, by the way, if you like I said, you could reuse this solution over and over and over again. But if it starts not to work right or not to work as well, what you do is you take a wire brush and you scrub out the 4 posts. And it knocks up the rust that's on them, and all of a sudden you get a better chemical reaction. Like I said, you can't overcook this. I got a video that I did and it works. In fact, I just showed you that it works again. Go online, electrolysis, rust removal, and there's tons and tons of information. Alright, I make the tops kind of shiny again. Somebody was telling me about wet sanding with WD-40. Another shameless product placement, alright? WD-40. And of course some emery cloth. He used 220, I got some 150. So let's see what the hell this looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to look nice. There we go. I'm going to do this before I paint it. Good idea, right? All this, but yeah, that works out real good. Nice and shiny. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do. What's nice about today, it's supposed to reach 86 degrees. I have no idea how hot this metal is going to get, but I know it's going to bake that paint right on.
Well, it's reassembly time. Start putting all the pieces back together. Sure glad I took a lot of pictures. Where all these parts go. Alright, it ain't gonna put itself back together.
Well, here it is. Totally refurbished. Brand new bearings. That cost me about $50. And then there was the sharpening of the knives. That was another $11. And $40 to buy it. Alright, so 50, 40, yeah, about $100, give or take. $100 to me. I'm a very happy camper. Everything came out just the way I wanted it.